Because reggae music is a type of music that belongs everywhere, you know, because anywhere where there's a struggle or the people needing upliftment, which is in every single country, reggae music plays a very important, you know, role in society every day. You know.
Were you always conscious of that, of reggae music being so political almost?
Well, growing, see, reggae music is so pure and clean that it's deemed political, but it's a freedom music, you know. So when you talk about freedom, then it becomes political like this, you know. But at the same time, it's just truth and rights, you know. It's just truth and what's justice and equality, you know. So for me, growing, yes, I would like to say, if I ever first heard reggae music, it was on that positive tip, you know.
And you recorded your first track when you were 5, was it?
Yeah, well, first demo.
First demo, yeah. What was that? What was the song you recorded?
Well, it was like an idea, like something called like "Table is Turning," you know.
Okay.
Catch a fire, table is turning. Music in general, you know, brings out everything that you want. Dancing, conversating with the people to make sure they understand what you're speaking about in the music, you know what I mean? And just vibing with everyone. It's natural.
When you say you want people to understand what you're speaking about as well, I wanted to ask you, I mean, what are some of the things you wanted to tackle in your music and that you have tackled in your music?
Well, the main thing what we tackle is awareness, social awareness.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, everywhere we see is division, war, you know. Even in your own cities, people don't like to get along with some other people uptown and downtown. You know, you look like this stereotype that, you know, so our music breaks down barriers, you know. And for me, every day, I will always find it in myself to put these messages into the music, because every day we can see something to sing about, you know. Traveling even in India, different parts, like I say, whoa. You know, at first, we almost had a hard time getting into the country here. You know, because, you know, like, so. But when we get here, it's so warm and loving. Like, why did you do that? It doesn't make no sense. Love is love, you know. And when we come with God music and a loving music, that should be, you know, more embraced than something that is just for self. You know, our music is not a selfish music. So it's a one love music.
And when you decided to move at I think at 17 to Jamaica, was that a big decision for you?
Big decision. It was, I wouldn't say it was a big decision. It was like, let's do it now.
Right.
You know, it was really, it was something that, you know, within the music, you know, because music was the fire for everything. Because in growing in England, not a lot of musicians around at the time. When I was growing, I really wanted to play music. There's only like 1 or 2 people, and you couldn't really, can't really get that sound that you really want. You know what I mean? So Jamaica, you know, so Jamaica, there's a lot of that, a lot of musicians, a lot of music. So
yeah, that must have been pretty intense. And I'm curious, being Bob Marley's son, has that ever been a burden for you?
No, can't do burden. It's natural. It's my father. So that's just how it is.
You've never worried about having to live up to him and to his...
I live up to myself, you know, and I am already living up to him anyway, because we have DNA makeup, so I don't need to do anything than just to be myself.
And when you're on stage, are there songs that you particularly love to perform?
Well,
of your father's?
Every now and then, like last night we did Get Up, Stand Up, Bend Down Low, Kaya, you know, Exodus. We always have songs that we do.
And you have this you have lots of siblings, right? I think, is it 8?
I have 6 brothers.
Right.
And we have about 5 sisters.
Wow. And so do you guys ever hang out together?
Well, brothers, we always hang out.
And I think we know Damien and Ziggy here as well. And so have you made music with them often, or do you?
We work together. Me and Damien and Stephen.
Right.
Work together. We have a record company called Ghetto Youths International,
Okay.
which will be releasing some music this year now, hopefully in March.
Okay.
We have a compilation album coming out with a few Ghetto Youths artists.
Right.
With ourselves on it
Right.
also. I will have 2 songs on it.
Right.
Damien, 2, Stephen also.
In all these years, I mean, how has reggae music changed, do you think, between these 2 generations?
Well, there's more technology.
Right.
You know, I just feel more technology. Every music, you know, it's every music has stepped up.
Yeah.
You know, in a sense, you know. The only thing is now, you still have musicians out there.
Yeah.
You still have people that want to play keyboards or drums. So at the same time, I like to blend them. I will never go too far into the technology. I like to say, all right, we're never going to use any musicians.
Yeah.
No, I love live music.
Right.
So I will always have a band, or you will listen to my record, you're going to hear live music.
Yeah.
But you might hear some different music also,
Yeah.
you know, so that's our love for the music. So the music changes, it just grows and becomes more open-minded,
Yeah.
you know, but at the same time, you know, we must appreciate the music also. That's the main thing. Yeah.
And so what does the rest of 2013 hold for you?
Where more progressiveness, more upfulness, more music. Yeah, hopefully you can look for a new album coming up. You know,
Oh,
this year.
exciting.
Yes.
Okay. Have you been working on it? Or?
Well, we just started getting into the frame,
Right.
mind frame.
Oh, exciting.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I think I have what I need. Is there anything you might want to add? Or?
One love to everyone.
Okay.
Bless it.